Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Today's a little bit broken up. We have some dogs to groom, and then we'll see what else we get into. But I wanted to turn the camera on nice and early this morning because I wanted you to see the farm this morning. It's kind of majestic. Fog is really thick this morning. It's kind of eerie. Good morning, Rogie. Nope. Also, getting some progress done on our nursery, so that's great news. We've got this whole blank area here, and that was, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, I did 5 trays yesterday off the table, so I need to move the other ones up and keep the assembly line going. I'm loving the limes though. Farm always feels so intimate when it's like this. I've talked about this before, but it's almost like God is giving your eyes and your mind a break when you get sucked in by fog. You can't see very far. All you can see is, what's right in front of you, and it just kind of it calms the mind and gives you a sense of, okay, I can focus on what's right in front of me, and that's all I can do because I can't see out there. And I'm not distracted by everything that's out there. All I can see is what's right in front of me. I love that. Off to work we go. All right. We are done with work. And we did not get pictures of those kids, but we did have a pop-up thunderstorm that brought some more rain. And I'm off work now, and I just saw, oh, there it is. I just saw the most beautiful butterfly. She's just gonna keep hopping in front of me though. There she is. I wish she'd stop long enough that I could get a picture of her. There she is. Oh, she knows I'm trying to take a picture of her. Oh, there we go. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, and she's got orange on the sides. Wow, she's really pretty. Well, let's see what we can get into on the farm today, the rest of the day. I've got some exciting things to do. Okay. Well, like I said, today is a bit of an exciting day, and I have some exciting things to do. So I'm gonna show you one of the big things that happened today. Sorry about the wardrobe change. This is actually my third set of clothes today. It's the way it goes. It's hot. There is the first thing is a big change. The ladies are out on their own without their babies, which is exciting. They can start focusing on getting themselves back in shape, and of course with my help. So they're enjoying their first day out on pasture without their babies in 3 months. 12 weeks. So Reese's and Vanilla, and actually a little longer than that. It's like 13 weeks for Vanilla. I waited until R and Matey were 12 weeks old before weaning them. So. Hey guys. I know. And here are the chidlers. Hi chidlers. No babies. So these two up front are Vanillas, Nancy and Gretel, and then our Matey in the back there. It's pretty noisy in here, as for weaning day. Usually it is, but it's time to grow up, kids. Ours says no thank you, I want my mommy. Hi Matey. Hey buddy. Hi Matey. My sweet boy. Matey's come a long way. We didn't think he was gonna live on day 2. Here he is, 12 weeks old, weaned, and he's a strong, healthy boy. And you're a biter, and I don't appreciate it. Hi, R's not super friendly. As far as he's more standoffish. There's the babies. They're probably getting more individual attention now that they're off their moms, and I will be the feed wagon, not their moms, so they will get more one-on-one attention from me. And of course Gretel. Gretel is going to, we're keeping her. She is going to become a part of our flock and become a breeder in replacement of Reese's. So she comes from Vanilla, who is an excellent mother, and so hopefully she will carry those genes on and replace Reese's as a ewe. So she'll be a breeding ewe, and these 3 boys will be here until they go to freezer camp in the fall. I'm a hottie roddy toddy, but I'm going to head out to the garden and see what I can get done out there. All right, so what I've done out here in the garden for today's garden work is I went ahead and I planted a sad looking Rebecca and a sad looking Kilimanjaro white marigold out here in the center of this, and then of the beans here. And I went ahead and I got this weeded. And it's not, I mean, it's not perfectly weeded, but it's good enough for me. I'm not a perfectionist by any means. So went ahead and got that weeded, and we got a pretty and sweet pepper in, and a Anaheim pepper in, and a Chinese giant. It's a bell pepper in. And that's all the plants that we only put in, 5 plants today. We added to the raised bed garden and got that weeded, so that's good. And we didn't add anything to the market garden today. Look at these guys. Here's a little update on the trash can planter. I just planted these the other day. They were the free flowers from the feed store, and they're all blooming and looking not perfect, but they're looking nice. And that planter's looking good. It's tempting to take a stop at the pool, put my feet in. It's hot today. And the chickens got their wheelbarrow of garden snacks, which they're, sorry guys, I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm sorry, as you were. They think when I walk up there that I'm gonna throw something over, so they all run for cover. So they're doing their job there, and see, you've made a mess out of your food today. They pull it all out and pick out what they want first, and then save the rest for later. So we're headed to the kitchen. See if we can't get some processing done. Okay, wardrobe change again. I took a shower because I like to take a shower before I get in the kitchen and start processing food if I've been out, sweating and working hard. So I have a box of onions here, and these are onions that came out of the garden. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically slice those up, pack them in jars, and I'm going to refrigerator pickle them for pickled onions. We love pickled onions, and it's something that I've always been like, I need to do that, and I never do it. And so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do that, so that I have it for, we put pickled onions on our salads, our burgers, our brats, certain casseroles, tacos, any number of things. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these sliced up, and then we'll get a brine made up and packed in jars, and they'll just be refrigerator pickles. We're not canning them. They're just gonna be refrigerator pickled onions, and they'll last in the refrigerator for months, so I'm not concerned about that. Here they are. There's some yellows, reds, whites, just a mixture. I'm not picky on what I'm pickling. I'm just gonna pickle everybody and get them in jars. It's exciting. I grew quite a few onions this year. Okay, step one is to get the onions peeled, halved and peeled. And you can see that's my chicken bucket, and they are halved. They're not clean yet. The next step is to go ahead and clean them off, and then we'll go to slicing them. I gotta clean my cutting board off it. And I'm not sad. I promise I'm not sad. I'm just crying. That whole thing about water next to your onions doesn't work. Okay, everything is washed, and now I will slice them up and put them, I want to measure them so I know how much brine to make. So I'm going to put them, I'll slice them up, put them in there so that I can measure it, and then they will go in this bowl. Says 1/8 of an inch but I'd say 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch thick. I'm not, you know, super picky about it. Okay, so they're all sliced. And now I'm just going to go ahead and pack them in my jars. And this, because I'm kind of prone to winging it, this will actually tell me how much brine I need to make, depending on how much volume in jars I have with these being packed in jars. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack these, and then I will know how much brine I need to make. I'm not gonna pack them super tight, but I am gonna just go ahead and, you know, we're not canning them, so we don't need to worry about headspace. And I'm just kind of packing them gently tight, not super tight. I ended up with 12 cups of sliced onions, so we will see what we end up with as far as volume in the mason jars. Okay, so I ended up with 4, 6, we're gonna call that 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 cups. So I'm gonna need 12 cups of brine. Okay, so in the pot, and don't mind the little, there's some little onions in there that were actually in the cup when I used the same measuring cup. So there was a few onions in there. I'm not worried about those little dudes, they'll be fine. So there is 6 cups of water, 6 cups of white vinegar, 1 1/4 cup of sugar, and 6 tablespoons of salt in here. And I'm just going to heat this up. Basically need to get all the stuff dissolved, and then we will pour it over our jars. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for that, I am getting out some peppercorns here. It's a little bit of fun, and also some garlic. And I'm just going to add 1 clove of garlic to each jar. And then I'm just going to add just a few peppercorns, not a lot. I would say a teaspoon to the little jars and a tablespoon to the big jars. Not a lot, just for a little extra flavor. Okay, our mixture is dissolved, and that's all it takes. Don't need to bring this up to a boil. You just need to make sure that all of the sugars and salts are dissolved. That's it. And it's not a huge deal. These are just refrigerator pickles, basically. So this isn't a very big deal. And now this will just get poured on top of our onions in our jars. I'm just going to take a knife, and I'm just going to go around the edges, get rid of any air bubbles. Top them off. And these are supposed to be able to store in your refrigerator for 3 months. Mine don't ever last that long, truth be told, so I can't tell you from personal experience. And you know, just like with anything else canning, proceed with you know, proceed with caution and your own experience. You know, if you open up a jar and it doesn't look good, or it doesn't smell good, or it doesn't taste good, throw it away. Don't eat it. Just use your common sense when you're opening your jars up from your refrigerator. So I'm just going to seal these, and then let them cool. I'm going to let them cool naturally to room temperature, and then I'll mark them. All right, and with that, you guys, my kitchen is blown up again, and it is time to go bring the animals in. So I will bid you farewell. I hope you had a beautiful day. Thank you so much for coming along with me online, and I will catch you on the next one. Yours truly.